Hey, we'll be going live. I'm going to try to go live. Let me see if it's going to let me. Okay, there we go. I had to do a workaround because they are blocking us from re-airing this stuff. So I had to do a workaround, good people. All right. So let's see if it freezes, you'll still be able to hear the audio. All right. So CPI is coming in 2 minutes. And first, you guys know that this is brought to you by Stock Up U, Stock Up University. It is the top link below. Come learn how to trade. You got beginners basics, charting, options, basic fundamentals, and dividend stock, all for an extremely very low price. And lastly, you guys know about the 16 free stock with Moo. Make sure you download it, deposit at least $100. Look at the free stuff that you get, depending on your deposit amount, right? And so yeah, we'll go right to it. Let's take a look. As we can see on the bottom right-hand corner, Bitcoin is up. The Dow is up. And as we could see here, the Dow is up 42. And S&P is up and the NASDAQ is up. Gold is up. Crude oil is up. Everything is up. So that's what we have just minutes before the CPI consumer price index is released. Okay, so we will go into it. Hey, good morning, mommy trader. Hey, good morning. Let's go to the top here. I'd like to take care of the people that was in first. Kuwait in the house. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning, New York. What about DraftKings? DraftKings is doing well. They just opened up a place here. Let's go right into it.
55, S&P up 11. Take a quick look at the 10-year, which continues, yields down a little. That could change so quickly in about 19 seconds. We did have pretty good days, Monday and Tuesday. The S&P's up, what we figure? It's up about 40 points out of Tom Lee's 100 that he was predicting.
I'm trying, good people.
All the way back to February of 21, when it was only up 1/10. And if we look at year over year, up 3%, 4% in the rear view mirror. Well, 4% in the rear view mirror was the lowest level since March of 21. So when you see 3%, you have to go all the way back to March of 21 again, because that's where the comp drops from down to 2.6 is what we're comping to. And in the rear view mirror, 4%. And here's another one. Look at X Food and Energy. Last month it was up 5.3. That was the lowest level since Nova of 2021. We breached 5% to 4.8, and that remains at the lowest level since October of 21, when it was 4.6. We could see that interest rates have fallen about 3 basis points in tens from 393 to 390. We see that the pre-opening equity markets have rocketed higher. Dow futures up basically 200. And of course, we are going to monitor if there's any changes in Fed fund futures. I don't think so. At 10 o'clock Eastern, look for Bank of Canada to go 1/4 point to 5%. Dollar index prior to this number, of course, was at a 2-month low. My guess is it's not rallying at this point, and we're all going to pay attention to the UAW. You know, wages are a big issue, as we learned last Friday, and UAW and strikes and minimum wages across the country. All of those things may be good for many people, but there's very little doubt that they also fuel some wage inflation. We need to pay very close attention to that. Joe, all yours.
So no change in.
There we go. Guys, look at the Dow. Look at the Dow at the bottom. Let's listen a little bit.
Always like to make sure the market and the Federal Reserve voting panel are in sync, as they seem to be. I think the real issue is September. I don't think they'll go in September, and I think a year from September, they'll regret going in July.
So where should Fed funds be? What should we assume about core? It's in a downward trend. And then how much should we add on core to get to the Fed funds rate? Where should they be? Given what we just heard today, what's the number where they should feel comfortable with? Where if you don't put people out of work, it would be nice. If you don't
it's a moving target.
Yeah. It is, okay. So, but approximately.
It's a moving target. So, let's look at where CPI core has been, okay? So it peaked in what? June of 2022 at 9.1%. So it went 9.1, 85, 83, 82, 77, 71, and decent 22, it dropped under 7% to 6.5, then 6.4, 6%, 5%, 4.9, 4%, and now 3%. So we could see, I'm sorry, that wasn't core. That was year over year. If you look at core, that's been much stickier. It was 6.6% in September of last year, Joe. That was a high watermark back to 82. I'll do those too. So we've gone from 6.6 to 6.3, 6.0, 5.7, 5.6, 5.5. And the fly in the ointment was, if you remember, last February, this February of 23, we went from 5.5 to 5.6 in March. That uptick really made the markets nervous, then 5.5, 5.3, and now 4.8. Why did I do all that? Because I think that over a year, over the next 12 months, we're going to get it down very close to the Fed's target, 2, maybe 2.5%. But I don't think it's going to get there in the next several plus months. And that's the rub. So when you ask me where Fed fund futures need to be, if they're taking the tact that they need to control it immediately and see the drop immediately, they're going to have to go 2 or 3 more, in my opinion, higher than they currently are. So another 75 basis points. Maybe they do 25, maybe they do 50. But the point is, it's coming down, as I referenced, by going over all those months. And I continue to think we're not going to only see the same type of progress, albeit more slowly on the year over year, but we're going to see it continue, and it's all going to occur higher for longer. I think Raphael Bostic has expressed some of those exact sentiments. I just don't think that the central bank believes that we're smart enough to understand that if they take that tack, they're not being aggressive enough in the here and now, and I think that's the issue.
Right. All good points, Rick. Thanks. Stay with us. Let's bring in a few more voices to talk about this new data. Allison Schrager is a senior fellow at the Manhattan Institute. Betsy Stevenson is an economics professor at the University of Michigan and a former member of the President's Council of Economic Advisors. We also have our own senior markets commentator, Mike Santoli. I'll get to you in a second, Mike. Some interesting Bitcoin, gold, the dollar index. I mean, they're all like just quick moves. So this was a number worth paying attention to. Allison, Fed's going how many more times?
Well, I think it will depend certainly on the next report. This was expected to be good. It was. But I think there's still reasons to be concerned, particularly that inflation's still high in services. And that suggests that this last 200 basis points might be a little stickier and a little bit more entrenched than what the fall might not continue to be as fast and as steady. So I think, potentially we might be going another 75, but we'll know more in the fall for sure.
Professor Stevenson, what do you make of this number? It's progress, but is it going to be uneven from here on?
Well, let me just say, I think another 75 would be a mistake. And what we're seeing in this number is that this is a game that requires patience. It is coming down. We got a little stuck on core, and I think everybody's a little nervous. I think we had seen another month of...
Well, we see what's going on, good people. Hey, we see what's going on. It's doing, it was better than expected, CPI, Consumer Price Index. And tomorrow we have PPI, Producers Price Index. So just so you guys will know, that station that you just watched, they blocked it so none of us could re-air it. So I had to do a workaround. And if you guys saw what my workaround was, it's totally insane, all right? Hey, how you guys are doing? Hey, this is my brother. This is my blood brother, Rodney Jones. If you guys want to learn how to read the Bible, he has a page on YouTube called Rodney Jones Sunday School. That is my blood brother, Rodney Jones Sunday School. He actually helped me to set some of this stuff up. So I just want to show some love and point out that that's my brother. He helped me out. So if you guys want to learn the Bible, it's not just Sunday school. If you want to learn the Bible, check him out, all right? Check his page. Go ahead and subscribe to his page. Hey, good morning. I don't know. So I'm just gonna leave it there. You agree with Mommy Trader? People will spend money. That's the truth. That's the truth. I just wanted to come and try to get you some real time reaction. As you could see, the indices, the Dow, Nasdaq, everything jumped up. The S&P, Nasdaq, and the Dow all jumped up in pre-markets. Now, this is the pre-markets. And as you can see, everything jumped up, including gold. Everything jumped up on this good inflation data. All right. SOS. You know you old school. If you're talking about SOS, never touching SOS again. Learn my lesson. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. What else can we do? All right. Let's see. Inflation. That was 8 minutes ago. Let's see if we could get it. And let's see. Here we go, good people. Here we are. So here it is. Consumer price, here it is right here. Consumer price index rose 0.2 over the last month and 3% over the prior year in June. See here? Here's your numbers right here. Here is your CPI numbers. You guys could read it for yourself. All right, here, let's do this. Let's do this. Now that made it worse. All right, there we go. I'm gonna do it where you guys could see it. There it is in print. I had to wait for them to print it because that page blocked it, okay? So you guys could come back and take a snapshot of this. Here's all the data. You can also go to Yahoo Finance, right? So I will do a workaround. So they allow us to see it, but if you plug anything up to any of your apps or anything like that, they absolutely block it. So it can't be shown because they don't want us sharing their information. I can't be mad at them for that. You know, it's their thing, you know. But hey, you know your boy's gonna find a workaround and we gonna get to it. We will get to it. Let's see if I could look at where some of our popular cryptos are as soon as this comes on. Boom, there we go. At the time of recording this, look at that. Bitcoin is slowly approaching 31 again. Let's see if it'll pop over 31. Ethereum is up. Solana, Polygon, everything is up. Cardano, everything is up based on this good CPI. Inflation is continually cooling off, okay? That's what we got. All right. So, good morning, Nebraska. So I'm going to leave it right there, good people. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back later. And remember, don't go chasing waterfalls, right? Don't go chasing, dumping in big amounts of money. It was a quick reaction, and that does not mean that the day will close the way it opened, all right? So someone said, are we expecting the green continue? So far, if no bad news come today, then the answer is yes. The pre-markets are up. Everything is green. The Dow is up 200 points. It jumped 150 points based on the CPI news, all right? So we're going to leave it there. Hey, good people, make sure you check out Stock Up You, top link below. Look, the stuff that you don't know is costing you. And then make sure to get this funded Moo, which gives you up to 16 free stock. And based on your deposit, you can see what you can get for free. At least a minimum of $100 deposit. That is the second link below. It will be pinned to the top in the description. Okay, good people. Sorry about that, but hey, it is what it is, man. It's crazy. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm dealing with. Let's see. Yeah. So this is what I'm dealing with. I know I showed you guys this before. So this is what I'm dealing with. Here's my switcher. I got this going on. I had that going on. I had to stream from this. I used to stream from this. And this is showing me what's in the windows, good people. So it's it's a lot. But hey, we gonna figure this thing out. Maybe they allow us to pay to stream to you guys. So if that's the case, I'll pay whatever they want us to pay. But they just start freezing us all. And now we're scrambling trying to do a workaround. And then, of course, they logged me out right in the middle. All right, good people? But that's all right. We're going to make money. Hey, have a green day today. Live, love, laugh, and learn. I'll be back to you later on this afternoon. All right? Peace.